Hi, Gary Cox from Barrington Ops, here to talk to you a little today about training. So I'm here in Moncton with a colleague, and we're going to be delivering some train the trainer training to some facilitators who are going to be leading workshops. So if you're a green belt or a black belt or you're a continuous improvement lead and you lead training and workshops, there's three things that you're going to want to think about. First of all, content knowledge. Make sure that you understand the application of the tools that you're going to be teaching and the tools that you're going to be using in your workshop. I think the credibility comes when you've applied those tools before and you have absolutely working knowledge of how those tools can be applied in a number of different situations. So content knowledge becomes important. The experience with that content. If you can bring stories and examples that relate to the people that are in the workshop, it's going to make it all the more powerful a tool to use when you're using that. And finally, adaptability. Not every tool needs to be used as it was taught. One of the things that I found, like critical to quality, this very video that I'm talking to you about right now, I'm thinking critical to quality in my head. I'm thinking, what makes a critical workshop facilitation? And to me, there's three things. There's content knowledge, which I've just discussed. There's presentation skills. And presentation skills, you need confidence, you need clarity, and you need to be engaging. If you can be those three things, then you're starting to capture the essence of the second critical to quality component as it relates to facilitation. And the third one, somewhat out of your control, but I think you can influence, and that's the willingness of the participants in the workshop. Often you want them to contribute, you want them to learn something, and you want them to apply what they're learning. So if you're in a position where you're leading a facilitation, the role that you play is to make the topic interesting. If you can make that topic interesting to the participants, they're going to want to engage with you. If your willingness and openness to engagement, if you're asking them open-ended questions, and it's okay for silence. One of the things I've learned as a facilitator, when I ask a question and people simply are reluctant to engage or they're quiet because they're apprehensive about saying something they think might be wrong, I just let it go silent. Somebody eventually will fill that silence. Or I make a little joke of it. I'll say, whoa, it's going to be a long afternoon. And they kind of get a laugh. They get a bit of a laugh and somebody feels it's okay for them to engage. So be willingness to be open to new concepts too. If you're a facilitator and somebody says something, be willing to accept that. Respect them for what they have and bring to the table. And finally, be willing to ask people questions. I think open-ended questions are a great way for facilitators to be able to engage the people. And if you're leading a workshop on a topic you know nothing about, that's even better, because now you've got the liberty to be able to ask questions in a very real way because you're wanting to learn. So 3 tips that I would say when you're dealing with facilitation. Think about content knowledge, think about presentation skills, and think about how you're going to engage the participants so you make them willing to be able to participate. I hope you found that helpful. Next time, we'll talk about coaching.